Tweek's characters. I'm saying,
right.
I think Sephiroth does really well against ice climbers. Maybe it's just not practice, but if you're gonna box against all these characters, you might as well. But Seel is ready to go against the #1 seed.
I will say, despicable that they seeded Seel into Tweek for this event. Tweek comes back for like 2 events ever, and they just seed him into Ices right out of the gate.
Deserved. Why'd you leave?
They're trying to send bro back into retirement.
Ugh. Also, Pharaoh's got that on. The little Christmas sweater.
Oh yeah, Pharaoh's rocking it with the chain too.
That's Momo in the background. Let's go. That's Momo on the
Yo,
mic.
Momo?
Yep, and Momo will be on the mic for top 8 with my sibling, Jellyfish.
Yeah, I was not touching that with it.
Ooh, Seel's got it on.
What was caster's name? I don't remember.
Seel's got that fit on. That's clean.
Real. Honestly, there's a bunch of people who showed up with the fits today. No, the Ices, the reason why the Ices is going to be so difficult for Diddy Kong across the board, if we do see the Diddy, is that banana control. And then Ice Climbers just does a really good job with any character wanting to box, and it is going to be the Sephiroth. You know what, Wolfie? You asked for it, you got it. Sephiroth is in the building.
Sephiroth's here ready to play, and I'm not surprised it's coming out. You just have to. It's been a long time overdue, especially against a character like Ice Climbers. We'll have to see what Seel can have to play against, because this is going to be a hella uphill battle playing against the Sephiroth. But that weight class that Sephiroth has, it's been the biggest weakness. If you can get in, Sephiroth will be dying to these Ice Climber setups that Seel has on lock so early.
Just keeping the movement nice and fresh. That's been a big thing so far. That and the Nair randomly snapping to go ahead and just puncture any ability for Seel to get the pressure rolling. Now at this point, look at that. Snap try to get the combo off, but instead Seel, they're able to go ahead and snuff out the pressure for the moment being.
Shuts it down, and that's going to be such an easy camp put that downer because of that delayed recovery of the Ice Climbers. Excellent timing by Tweek, and gets it down 60%, so all of a sudden that leads to 80. That up air is hella strong on the Ice Climbers end, so you got to be careful now at the lead percentage, but the wing is out. The boss music is playing, and Seel's got to weather this storm and try to figure this one out, because Wing Sephiroth is one of the scariest things you have to play against. Great counter, and trying to finish it off on the stage, forced to go on. Tweek just wants to finish the job, but that's so much percent in a blink of an eye that Seel was just not ready to deal with.
Dude, this has been a demon in the making, and he is back once more. Back there, gonna go ahead and snuff it out. Look, you know what? This ain't no problem matchup today. Tweek alive and thriving. No wing right now, but it don't matter. This is still that dirty Sephiroth out here. Looking for the snaps, looking for the up airs, really trying to catch any chance that Seel might have. And so far, Seel, they can't make it in on him.
And the up air, great air-to-air, catches that jump. Tweek's not ready for that DI, so Seel shuts that one down, and immediately Tweek, seeing these characters like Sephiroth sees Cloud, it's just another op you got to deal with. And all of a sudden, the side B, yeah, you got to be so careful. Tweek knows it, and the delayed shield is going to catch one of these Ice Climbers and trying to cancel it out there, but great blade dash, but Yin, you already know Tweek's just like, I have to keep my spacing. I have to remember to punish all of these whip attacks, because if I don't, and these Ice Climbers get their hands on me, it's over.
Tweek was that Cloud inside its mask door. If there's anything he knows how to do, it is the spacing on this character. No ability to go ahead and get Nana caught up there. Still though, 92% here. Seel, she is barely holding on for dear life as Tweek is positioned with the F tilts, with the back air. And yeah, I can't blame Seel for backing right on out of there. Still gets the hit. This could be a kill. Yes, sir.
It's even. High key. No wing.
High key, it's even.
Yeah, you have to be so careful, and the side B crossing up that shield. So the Nair idle one, that's not going to work. That move was deceptively plus. Doesn't feel like it's ever minus at all with the Ice Climbers. There we go. Side B, 18%. Oh my god, that was the most American air dodge ever, and it's not even the 4th of July, Tweek. You got to be so careful of that.
That being said, that mistake right there with the side B might go ahead and cost her. She somehow gets back with both climbers, but now the F tilt snuffing out Nana, and now Seel is alone here.
And blood in the water. That up air missed. Great counter, though. Thank goodness for the lasting hitboxes, and cleans that stock up. Tweek looked a little scary, but was able to clean that one up, and that is what we expect from TSM Tweeks. Oh my god, it's been so long since I'm able to say TSM and Tweek in the same sentence next to each other. Jeez.
LG's body wasn't even cold before TSM rolled in, but you know what? It's where he belongs.
Damn. Tweek got it on there. And Seel's gonna have to find another different game plan because the setups were on point. Kept the set very competitive. This is a very, very bad matchup for Ice Climbers having to deal with this, but Seel was still able to do her best to weather that storm. But when you're going against the #1 seed, when you're going against the legends of Tweek, all of a sudden, it becomes such an uphill battle. This is a loss.
I think the big part of it was just right at the beginning. Tweek had done such a good job of separating both Ice Climbers. Now, if he could go ahead and keep that momentum going in game number 2, could be huge. That being said, Seel really started figuring out some answers. So far, though, it is Tweek once more. 68%, virtually unanswered. Finally, Seel getting a couple of strays here. 69% compared to the 39. Not going to be able to go ahead and find much more as Tweek regains that advantage.
That was the best air dodge I've seen, you know, Nana and Popo make. And usually one of them just gets the perfect air dodge and the other one just kind of explodes and oh no.
Oh.
Great save, you have to.
Oh, it's not fine. Ooh. It's not fine. Tweek, one mistake and he blows you up even when it seems like you've recovered it.
Oh, man. And you gotta be careful. Oh, there goes Popo.
Yeah, Nana's gone.
Nana's
dead next hit.
That's Popo. You can tell by the hair and the gloves.
Bro, I ain't having this conversation. Player character is always Popo.
Messed up. And Seel.
I'm too lazy for that.
That's fair, that's fair. But you know who isn't lazy? Tweek. It's just not asleep on the wheel. Great stuff by Seel to try to make all this happen. Having to do so much management to keep, you know, your second character alive. Great edge guard. And just cleans it up. Tweek is on a roll right now.
Dude, she had been doing so good by the end of game number 1, but Tweek just means business right now.
Oh, hunkering for them.
Nares, go ahead and snuff out any potential. The landing ones to get the call out on the side Bs.
Oh my goodness. Division. Separate and destroy. Divide and conquer. That's just Tweek right now. Being able to just block everything. Even a footstool as a little bit of a more additional moves. Making Seel second guess shielding. Making Seel second guess hitting that up tilt. The side B. Everything. She just needs to be so careful. And Tweek's got the separation down. Trying to scramble to try to get away. And that's lethal. All by your lonesome. Sacks the game. We're moving on to a game number 3. Tweek's playing hot right now.
Yeah, that was a problem for Seel. I don't know what you do as the answer, as every time you went for the Squabble Hammer, which is normally your main get-in option, Tweek was right there with a Nair to go ahead and take you out. And especially stock 2, stock 3, look at that. I mean, he was just decimating her. He would split them up and run her through.
And we're seeing a little bit of a controller, perhaps maybe a character swap. And I do believe that might be the case. You usually don't, you know, kind of switch it up on the fly, especially mid-set. And I think Battlefield Town and Tweek. I think Battlefield Town and I think it was Hollow Bastion. Those were the bands. Took like, you know, 5 business days for the last band to get out there, but it came through. And we're seeing the Min Min actually being pulled out there. And Tweek's face says it all.
Yeah.
Oh, it was it was a cough. Never mind.
Wow, that's crazy. I see what you are. I see what you are, Wolfie. No, Min Min is a disgusting character. All right, this character has plenty of options, plenty of coverage, and right now Seel is playing full force on the defense. That's one thing. There aren't. Oh Lord Jesus Christ! Don't die here, girl. Get out of there, please.
You gotta be so afraid and so scared. And still stuck in this disadvantaged state.
I'm glad she's laughing it off at least.
I mean, you guys 0 to death by Tweek. I think a lot of people, you know, want to be able to say that because this is looking rough. This Sephiroth's ready to go, and being able to try to shut this one down. Tweek playing hella good, already swooped up that stock, and Seel's got to be, you know, kind of trying to think of a different game plan, and already starting it off. That wing's out, but 90%, Sephiroth can die to a nice little setup with the dragon arm, and look at that. The bowling ball's out, and it's going to strike Tweek if you're not careful.
Yeah, it is a gruesome tool. One good hit. Instead, we're going to go ahead and switch over the Ram Ram. Of course, Ram Ram still going to very well combo into the Dragon Smash. Instead, not going to go ahead and get that hit. I will say, love that little up B tech right there to go ahead and get the call out on the juggle.
And a quick little down smash. Signs of desperation. You just want to finish that stock up. Great interruption from that blade dash, but that wing is still out, so it's still a threat. And Seel's got to be careful because we've seen what the magic it can do. 157% and still no stock seen. Usually you do not see Sephiroth living at these high percents, especially against the likes of Min Min, but Tweek's making it all possible and being able to recover it on back with the wings still ready to go. Seel, this is so scary, and you have to be so careful.
Alrighty, gets the nair here. Tweek being mad aggressive, even as Sephiroth is so sick. Hey, you know what? We'd be planking. Instead, she's going to go ahead and shut you out. Find that first stock of hers at 121, though. This is pretty doable for Min Min.
Yeah. It's 121. You're one grab away from getting them lasers. And all of a sudden, we've got to be careful. Reflections of what kind of happens in Japan might be able to rear its ugly face right here in the States. You can't escape that PTSD, but shuts that stock out. Tweek ain't dealing with none of that. And Seel on the last stock of this winter side run.
Alrighty. All the orbs right there looking to go ahead and pop that shield. Tweek on deck right here, getting caught up.
Ooh.
Those tech chases, one of the best positions for Min Min to get, and now Megawatt in hand. She is looking to find this kill nice and early.
Looking is right. Megawatt ready to go. Try to land that grab. Such a huge commitment. The down tilt a little bit of a scramble, but it works out there. That fair slipping its way through. Tweek's got to be careful of that. Nice little Megawatt ready to go, and Seel is just swinging. Wants to find some way to finish this job. Hopefully get a grab in the last stock when it becomes lethal, and then try to mix Tweek out there. And another grab miss. Another grab miss. Stuck in this corner, desperate to try to get something done, but Tweek cleans that one up with a nice 1-2 and a smile on his face. A 3-0 in the pocket, and we'll be moving on, continuing in this bracket.
Hey, I can see why that would feel so good. The Sephiroth has always been a question mark in Tweek's mind, and having it come out, not only do its job handling the Ice Climbers, but then also handling the Min Min, both handily. That's got to feel great. Now, we are going to go ahead and see the Snake Extraordinaire step back up to the plate. That is, of course, Hunter going to be going against the Wolf, one of the two top wolves right now, none other than Jackal.
A pristine premium player who has been so consistent and a player capable of winning entire tournaments. That's Jackal piloting the Wolf. Great little run so far with the Snake, but Jackal, that's a tough match. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is a very, very tough pull to go right now. That being said, you know what? Snake is one of those characters that can always do it. So I have faith in him. We saw what he did against BDB, not to mention the fact that he also got that huge upset against Bataya, who right now has been making the losers run going up against Pharaoh now inside of that losers side. Dude, side note, the counters were so good from Tweek against the Ice Climbers. Like, can we nerd out about that for a second? Those counters were just peak.
Anything Tweek does is peak. That's why when Tweek talks, we listen. That's all I gotta say. We listen. Whew. And then just being able to dismantle this Min with great efficiency. Seel had those times of staying alive. Real good stuff, but that counter, just recognizing that tether cancel and immediately being able to punish accordingly. Tweek was ready. The Sephiroth was ready to go, showing off exactly why, you know, Tweek's scary. Tweek's a very scary opponent.
Yeah. I mean, there is a reason why. Like, if we're talking the best players in Ultimate, given, I know he's been away for a little bit, he will always be in that conversation of top 10. And if we're talking all time, he's in the conversation for top 2, top 3.
100%. You know? Also, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little outdated on the Sephiroth, but on that first stock of the Min game, I don't know if we can run that one back real quick on the replay. Did Sephiroth cancel Blade Dash?
Yeah, you could cancel Blade Dash.
Yeah, it looked cool. No, it looked cool. It just looked kind of sick. It was on the first stock, but you know, if Seel just grabbed one more time, it could have been it. If Seel just grabbed one more, like, look,
just grab one more time. One more time.
You know, just get it out there. Just could have been one more.
Dude, that's crazy that he poked underneath Ram there.
I know.
That move dropped so low and he just slid right underneath it.